What's up, y'all? It's Alexiana. Welcome back to my channel. Now, in today's video, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about a girl that I call TRACEY Barbie 2.0, aka Miss Reyna Dunlap, aka the Nude Queen, which is what people call her and stuff like that. Now, if you don't know who she is, I first heard about her on a channel on YouTube called American Crime Femicide, which I'm going to link that channel down below. They were talking about her in which how her body was found in an abandoned house somewhere, and pretty much her rise to fame and all that kind of other stuff. And she actually was, on her way to a Baddies audition, which is a show on Zeus Network. Like, she was actually on her way to a Baddies audition, I think. And yeah, like, sadly, her body was discovered in an abandoned house and whatnot. And yeah, we're going to talk about that. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to react to the video and stuff like that. I'm going to play the video in its entirety. I'm going to react to it and pretty much give my final thoughts in the end. And first off, let's get into who TRACEY Barbie is. Now, you don't know who TRACEY Barbie is. Maybe this might refresh your memory. She's pretty much, for lack of a better term, an internet troll. She's best known for Catfish, in which she was on an episode called Felicia Jacqueline, in which she stole a girl named Felicia's pictures and was pretending to be her online. She also did an episode of Dr. Phil in which she was addicted to She did a Dr. Phil episode in which she was addicted to negative attention. And she also did a Robert Irvine episode in which her episode never aired because, she was talking about an RAPE fetish. And yeah, and pretty much she's done a lot of online antics, so on and so forth, in which she says and does crazy stuff. And she's pretty much got thrown off every single one of them, if you ask me. So, yeah, like, she's pretty much a lost cause, pretty much an internet troll that stay getting banned off social media apps, this, that, and the third. So, yeah. And also, she's a big colorist. Like, she has let it known over and over and over and over and over again how she hates black men. Like, she claims they're ugly, ghetto, and they scare her, which there's nothing wrong with that. Your preference is your preference. She says she likes hot, sexy white guys, which there's nothing wrong with that. But to downgrade a whole race of men, that's not cool. And this Reyna Dunlap chick, she did the same thing too. So that's why I say her and TRACEY Barbie would have been good friends, because they both say and do crazy stuff online. They're both colorist as hell. And fun fact, they're both from Maryland. TRACEY's from Laurel, Maryland. And this chick, Reyna Dunlap, who we're going to get into, is from College Park, Maryland. So, like, I'm surprised they didn't cross paths and make
little bad light skin who y'all gonna make real pretty kids with, and then you treat her like are you serious? You could have had a little dirty dark for all that. Do all that. Like, have her. Like, let that be your thing. I'm so sick of black niggas pulling next and treating them like they didn't win the lottery. Like, bitch, are you serious? Are you serious? There could have been a white guy right now, but I'm like, you're black. You little struggling black ass. You little disenfranchised black. You little where's my stimulus check black. Motherfucking chicken eating, watermelon sucking, Kool-Aid drinking black. My barber is my king black. I didn't pay my child support black. I hope I don't get evicted on the 5th of the month black. I'm sick of niggas, man. I don't give a fuck. Cancel me for real, bitches. I can't stand black men, and I want y'all to know that with my full heart, with my full chest. Niggas ain't it. Like, chill.
date a white guy and be happy. That's all I gotta say.
Like, stay with who you are. I see why society treats you like and Trump was on to something, but y'all black didn't get it. So yeah, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm done acting like I'm one of y'all, man. Fuck that shit. Y'all black asses can kiss my little pretty light skin mixed ass.
Reyna Dunlap, known online as Reyna the Nude, spent years perfecting the fine art of trolling while flaunting her body for likes, clicks, and cash. At 30, she built a social media empire off of controversy, posting nudes, cursing out followers, and spewing bizarre rants about her supposed Black identity, all while tearing down both Black men and women in the process. Her digital reign of chaos, which seemed to date back to 2016, made her infamous. She thrived on attention, whether through thirst traps or the online battles she constantly ignited. But in the end, all the clout chasing, trolling, and desperate bids for relevance led her to a tragic and lonely fate. Found lifeless in a vacant house, far from the spotlight she so desperately craved. For someone who spent her life seeking validation from strangers, death came without an audience. The same men who once lined up for a night with her were nowhere to be found when she needed protection. The social media fame, the subscribers, the viral moments, it all evaporated the moment reality hit.
I mean, I just want to say this, like, unlike TRACEY BARBIE, at least sis actually monetized off her stupidity.
Perhaps she believed she was untouchable, that her internet persona would shield her from the real-world dangers lurking behind the screen. But the brutal truth remains. Clout fades, the internet moves on, and when the spectacle ends, all that's left is the cold, hard silence of the real world. Welcome to the American Crime Femicide channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. Reyna lived for attention, positive or negative, it didn't matter. If people were talking about her, that was enough. Her mother, Karen Jones, summed it up best. She loved being the center of attention. She just wanted to be a positive or negative force in people's lives. And that she was. Dunlap built her notoriety off shock value, posting explicit content, stirring online feuds, and spewing racist vitriol at both Black men and women, all while...
Sound familiar? Like I said, TRACEY BARBIE 2.0.
claiming to be Black herself. But all attention isn't good attention. And the reckless...
But let TRACEY BARBIE tell it. She's not Black, she's tan.
This pursuit of fame comes at a price. Her rise to infamy came after a viral video where she publicly humiliated a man she had sex with, blasting his performance and turning him into an internet joke. Most people would keep something like that private, but not Reyna. She wanted the world to see.
Hi. Put your head up. Put your head up. I'm showing Snapchat reaction, so if this continues to suck, I'm not moaning. Like, I'm still not moaning. This is bad. Okay, I'm gonna need you to okay, you're talking about IHOP, and I just got shitty essay.
Her life revolved around sex, shock value, and antagonizing people for entertainment. So when the news broke that she had been found dead, it wasn't shocking. What was shocking, however, was how her story ended. A desperate pursuit of fame that led her to a place where no one was looking for her until it was too late. Dunlap had high hopes of transitioning from internet troll to reality TV star, reportedly setting her sights on a spot in the Baddies Midwest spinoff. She left Maryland and headed to Cleveland in October 2024, convinced that she was on the brink of something bigger. She kept in touch with her family throughout the process, but by early January, the messages stopped. At first, her family wasn't sure what to think. Was this another one of her stunts? But when weeks passed with no word, her sister, Kira, turned to TikTok, pleading for help in locating her.
Hi, everyone. So this is a TikTok call to action, TikTok call to help, whatever. I really need you guys' help. I think something really bad happened to my sister. Her name is Reyna. She has a big following on Twitter. She has about 87,000 followers on Twitter under the NUDE Queen. I'm just looking for anybody that has been in contact with her or that has heard from her in the past month. It's very, very important. Because something bad has happened to her, and we're trying to figure out what happened. If anybody knows anything, please message me and let me know. I'm really counting on you guys. I know that this app is going to get deleted tomorrow, but please, if anybody has any information, can let me know, please. I would really appreciate it. Please just message me on here so we can find out. Thank you.
On January 17th, their worst fears were confirmed. Dunlap was found dead in an abandoned house in Cleveland.
Yeah, close to the activity, 6317 Francis. Had a call from Janae. Caller said that an unknown male came up to her door and advised that an abandoned house a couple of doors down from her house. There is a deceased female in there not moving. Caller says the male left her house 10 to 15 minutes ago. Caller does not know which way the male took off. EMS was advised as well. 5410 to CAT.
35 sent it to us as well.
The details surrounding her death were as grim as they were suspicious. Her mother, desperate for answers, took to Twitter and Facebook to share what little she knew. Why is there no crime tape up at this house? I want answers as to why there appears to be no evidence collection or police action. What kind of police work is this? She wrote. Later that day, she provided even more horrifying details. When she was found, she was in clothing that we just recovered today. Her sweatshirt had blood on the neck area, sleeves, and torso. Her undershirt had a concentrated pool of blood on the lower left side. Her pants reek of urine. As if that weren't enough, her family discovered disturbing evidence left behind at the scene. In a bag containing her belongings, they found paperwork from a rape crisis center dated November 29th and a street card, a resource for those experiencing homelessness. But the most unnerving detail: no phone. How was she posting? Her mother questioned, fueling speculation that someone else had access to her social media accounts after she had already died. Despite the gruesome circumstances of her death, Dunlap's case struggled to gain traction online. Frustrated by the lack of attention, her mother turned to the news, demanding justice and answers.
She loved being around people. She loved being the center of attention. She just wanted to be a positive or negative force in people's lives.
Influencer Reyna Dunlap had tens of thousands of social media followers and knew how to get attention.
She also was very controversial, and I know a lot of people say, oh, she said negative things.
Reyna was chasing her lifelong dream of being famous, hoping to one day land a gig on the reality show Baddies Midwest. But her dreams tragically ended when she was found dead inside of an abandoned home on Francis Avenue in Cleveland. Her family puzzled, wondering why she was in Cleveland in the first place. Her mother, Karen Jones.
Why was she in Cleveland? We don't have any connection to Cleveland at all. And we didn't know why. We didn't even know she was out of the state of Maryland.
Her family traveled here saying the petite 30-year-old hair and nails were done when her body was found. But she was dressed in large, uncharacteristic clothing, and detectives told the family there was no obvious signs of trauma.
They suspected that it was overdose. I said, my daughter's never used hard drugs. I'm like, talk to anybody. I will stake my life that the toxicology is going to come back, that she did not have any hard drugs in her system.
The family now questions if Reyna decided to travel to Cleveland for some reason on her own, or if something more sinister was involved. Her sister, Kira Dunlap, tells me they uncovered medical paperwork among her belongings.
She had gone to a rape crisis center at the end of November, on November 29th here in Cleveland.
What goes through your mind when you hear that?
That somebody was hurting her.
Our biggest concern is that someone was holding against her will, that she had concerns and had posted that she was being sex trafficked.
As of now, her family is raising funds to bring her body back to Maryland for burial. to hire a private investigator to look deeper into what really happened. There's no doubt. Some speculate she was struggling mentally, possibly experiencing a psychotic episode or under the influence of drugs. Her social media posts in the weeks leading up to her death were erratic, sometimes downright horrifying. But then again, she had a long history of provocative, jaw-dropping statements meant to stir controversy. Was this a slow, tragic unraveling? Or was someone else responsible for her demise? How she died, one thing remains certain: her relentless trolling, self-isolation, disdain for the very people she ridiculed left her alone in the end. She built a persona of black men and women, yet in her final moments, those were the same people she may have needed the most. The internet fame, the clout chasing, the reckless provocation, it all led her down a road where no one was there to save her. Let this be a cautionary tale. The pursuit of attention at any cost is a dangerous game, and not everyone survives it. May justice be served, and may Reyna, the new Queen Dunlap, rest in peace.
Where do I begin? People are just going to learn that the pursuit of attention is not worth it. It's not like, you don't have to like say and do all these crazy things just to get attention online. Like, just be yourself. Like, just be your fun, loving, entertaining self. And you don't have to, drag people down and talk down on people and say and do crazy stuff, just to get ahead in life. Like with this Reyna Dunlap chick. Like, not only was she posting like, explicit content online, but you downgraded black men and women and stuff like that, talking bad about them and stuff like that, to the point where when your demise happened, unfortunately, like, none of them were there to support you or help you out in any kind of way. Like, the pursuit of attention is not worth it. Like, and let alone, like, how can I say this? Like, yeah, like, the pursuit of attention just isn't worth it. People are going to learn, like, when you lie down with the dogs, just like what they said on Hannah Montana, like, when you lie down with the dogs, you wake up with fleas. And unfortunately, her fleas came in the form of someone that possibly could have kidnapped her, assaulted her, or drugged her up in any kind of way and left her in an abandoned house to die. Like, sis let all this clout and fame and whatnot she was getting online get to her head, to the point where she met her unfortunate demise. Like, RIP to her, but like, hey, that's what you get in the end, And also, let me just touch on colorism for a minute. Like, granted, like I had said, your preference is your preference. Whether you like white men, white women, or whatever the case may be, that's your preference, do you. But to downgrade a whole race of men or women is not cool. Like, you seen in the beginning how she was talking down on black men, saying, your fried chicken eating ass, your watermelon sucking ass, your Kool-Aid drinking ass. Like, girl, your stimulus check having ass. Like, girl, like, I'm gonna need you to pump your brakes, sis. Like, don't stereotype all black men like that. Like, come on, like, pump your brakes, sis. I understand you frustrated, but come on now. Like, not all black men are the same. Like, come on now. And that's why I said, like, in the beginning of this video, her and TRACEY BARBIE would have been good friends, because they have so much in common. Like, they both say and do crazy stuff online for attention. So, and like I said, they're both from Maryland. TRACEY's from Laurel, and this Reyna Dunlap chick, she's from College Park, Maryland. So I'm surprised they didn't cross paths and become friends and make bomb-ass content together. And I hate to say this, but I wish TRACEY BARBIE would have known a Reyna Dunlap instead of Felicia, because, like, I'm curious if TRACEY probably would have used Reyna's pictures and stuff like that to catfish people back in the day instead of Felicia's. But hey, but I just want to say that. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah. And also, I want to touch on this. I remember watching some video online where they were talking about the same thing, like the Reyna Dunlap case, and they decided to throw Lemuel Plummer and Natalie Nunn in the mix, saying that they possibly had something to do with Reyna Dunlap's death, which I call bullshit. Like, what would they have to do with this girl's death? Like, sis wasn't even at any of the baddies auditions that they put on Zeus Network and stuff like that. So, and let alone she didn't even make it on the show. So what would they have to do with her death? Like, that's just stupid. And I've heard a lot of stuff online about Lemuel Plummer and Natalie Nunn, like how they're not really good people and stuff like that. But hey, like, I highly doubt they'll probably have this girl off or anything like that. Like, that's just going too far. And in a way, like, if y'all familiar with Mylan Jensen from BGC 11? Was she on 11? Yeah, BGC 11. If y'all familiar with Mylan Jensen and stuff from BGC 11, in a way, in my opinion, Reyna kind of favors Mylan. In a way, kind of, sort of. But yeah, like, that goes to show you, like, clout and fame, it's not worth it. At the end of the day, like, is being popular and famous that worth it to the point where it costs you your life? Like, it's not worth it at the end of the day. Like, sis pretty much said and did so much crazy stuff to the point where she met her demise, and the same people she downgraded and stuff like that were not there to save her or help her out in the end. So, I hate to say it, but karma's a bitch. Like, you reap what you sow. But like I also said, like, in the beginning of this video, the difference, well, in the middle of the video, rather, the difference between Reyna and TRACEY is that Reyna Dunlap was able to monetize off her stupidity. TRACEY BARBIE does it for free. She's done it for free over the years. And is still doing it for free. So, yeah. And also, it's just like what this lady had said in this video. Like, if Reyna had died and stuff like that, like, who was tweeting and stuff for her? Who was running her accounts? Like, was she going through like some kind of mental episode or perhaps and stuff like that? Like, tweeting crazy stuff before she died? Or did somebody, you know, off her and stuff like that and was tweeting crazy stuff to make it seem like it was her? Like, I don't know. Like, I highly doubt somebody would kill her and then start tweeting crazy stuff. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. But I just wonder, like, was she having a mental episode before she died? Like, I don't know. And also, who was the killer that offed her? Like, did she possibly off herself? Or did somebody possibly drug her and assault her in some kind of way and kill her and put her in that abandoned house? And it said her pants reeked of urine. Like, did they piss on her or something like that? Like, I don't know. Like, the whole story is just crazy. So, yeah, that's just about it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope I made sense. I felt like I was rambling. But besides all that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You want to become part of the Lexi Mob. I'm going to insert my social media handles over here as well in the description box down below. So feel free to add and follow me on those. So, till next time, peace out. Biatch.